In this video, I'm going to walk you through all the steps for working with the angels in an in-depth, healing, and spiritually empowering way. This blueprint is the result of 15 years of my work with the angels and includes the best steps in self-transformation that I have learned in making the angels an uplifting part of my life. So get ready to dial in and grab a journal to take some notes. Now, in the last 3 videos, we talked about how working with the angels is available to everyone, not just the so-called spiritually gifted. It is our birthright to connect with our divine source, and the angels are here to help us with that, meaning we all have equal spiritual support and access to the wisdom, healing, and magic of the divine. We also worked on tapping into your amazing, unlimited spiritual consciousness to directly experience the angels' presence and channel their energy by letting go and letting God. Or in other words, aligning with and allowing divine energy to flow through you. If you haven't watched the first 3 videos yet, make sure you do that right now because they're filled with golden wisdom the angels wish to share with you so that you can start working with the angels closely now. With that said, let's dive into the blueprint for working with the angels. The very first and most important step to take is to set your intentions. Your consciousness is a potent spiritual force, and what you focus on with your magical consciousness is created at the spiritual level of being. Moreover, the angels respect and honor our free will choices implicitly. So when you set the intention to work with the angels, they listen and answer. Setting an intention creates a sacred compact and places transformational spiritual energy into motion. The next step is to tap into the amazing infinite potential of your spiritual consciousness. As we learned over the first 3 videos of this series, your consciousness is an open passageway of energy, information, and creative power that connects you with all sentient beings in the universe. It is by going within and honing the divine essence of your consciousness that you have the power to tap into the infinite. That is where the angels can connect with you closely and easily. Which takes us to the next step, which we practiced together in video 3, letting go and letting God. When contemplating the idea that you access the spirit world, including the angels, from within, this might have you wondering, if the power has been within me all along, why haven't I noticed it? Why isn't it easier or more obvious to tap into the divine and receive the angels' guidance? Well, it's actually as easy as flipping a light switch to connect with the divine from within. But as we discussed in video 3, the reason why we don't all notice our divine connection is that the ego, which is the mind of the separate self, likes to be in control. This self that perceives everything through the lens that we are separate holds an array of limiting beliefs that make up an illusory comfort zone. The funny thing is, it actually never makes us feel truly comfortable to operate under the illusion of being separate. That's why humans seem to be in a constant state of desire, yearning, reaching, and searching for something more. That's the soul within you, reaching for God, or in other words, reaching to awaken from the dream of being separate into the realization of our true, natural oneness with all that is. Awakening from the illusion of limited thinking and ego-based control patterns is far easier than you might think. It simply requires that you learn to let go and let God. Or in other words, master the art of surrendering to the divine consciousness within, setting your true unlimited self free, and allowing that divine consciousness to flow, giving you full access to the wisdom and love of the angels. Once you take these initial steps, you'll have a whole new world at your fingertips. And you can then start to go deeper with the angels and make your relationship with them an interwoven part of your daily life and spiritual path. Which leads me to the deeper, more detailed steps of the blueprint for working closely with the angels. Once you set the intention to work with them and have learned to tap into your amazing spiritual consciousness, let go and allow that divine fountain of wisdom to flow from within you, then the next natural step is to raise your consciousness. This step is something I believe to be most effective and empowering when we make it a lifelong devotion. Raising your consciousness is essentially the art of transforming your relationship with yourself and reality such that love, and not fear or separation, is the leading force in all that you see, experience, and create. In raising your consciousness, you are transforming yourself so that your state of being is closer to that of the angels. It is far easier to hear, touch, and see what is right in front of you than it is something that is on the other side of a big room. Raising your consciousness to more closely match and harmonize with the frequencies of love, which is a frequency in which the angels exist, puts their messages and helping energies right in front of you, right within your reach. So instead of needing to meditate for hours or cleanse your chakras or alter your state of being in some other radical way just in order to receive a spiritual message, those messages will be right in front of you and very natural to access. Because when you make raising your consciousness a lifelong part of your everyday lifestyle, you will have already been regularly meditating, cleansing your energy, and so forth in small and easy ways that help you to maintain that heightened state of spiritual connection and awareness regularly. From here, there are 3 final steps in the blueprint for working closely with the angels. They are healing, alchemy, and higher wisdom. Healing is adjacent to raising your consciousness, since in order to raise our consciousness, we must heal from the effects of past fear, pain, or trauma. And guess what? Our letting go and letting God technique comes in real handy here. The only part of us that is capable of experiencing suffering or a lack of well-being in any form is the separate self, also known as the ego. As a result of suffering, many of us react by going deeper into the separate self. In other words, as a result of experiences that come from ego's fear, we choose to grasp even more tightly to fear-based control. This grasping can cause us to experience being out of our natural alignment with the divine good and well-being that is constantly flowing and holding our soul in perfect harmony in divine truth. So, in order to heal and realign with your natural divine good, you guessed it, we practice the art of letting go and letting God. Once we stop grasping onto fear and let go of the limiting beliefs that aren't serving us, we will naturally fall back into alignment with our well-being and heal. The essence of the universe is forever pulling you into alignment with the perfection and infinite abundance of goodness and harmony that is your true nature. When you think of it that way, healing in truth is a simple matter of letting go of what pulls you out of alignment with well-being and allowing your natural, true state of wellness to resume. This healing step is where we tap into the amazing creative potential of letting go and letting God. It's basically taking letting go and letting God one step deeper. And because the previous steps of this process of learning to work with the angels will have already help to provide you with a connection to them, the angels will be helping you with your healing every step of the way. Again, remember, just as we discussed in video 3, while inner healing work can and will uplift your awareness of your spiritual connection to the angels, it isn't necessarily a prerequisite to being able to make that angel connection to begin with. The angels are with you whenever you invite them in and help you regardless of your level of awareness of their presence. And no matter what stage of spiritual healing you're in, it is possible for everyone to receive angel messages, love, and intervention. When you call on the angels to guide your healing, the amazing thing is that we learn to become healers ourselves. You see, according to the angels, we have the power to channel the healing essence of the divine into anything or anyone we wish. This makes the healing step of this blueprint an empowering awakening into your true spiritual potential. Now, if you can heal anything you wish by channeling the divine essence of love, then of course, you can also create or manifest anything you wish too. This takes us to what I call the alchemy step in working with the angels. Alchemy is magic. It is the idea of being able to transform lead into gold, symbolizing the transformation of any lower energy into a higher energy. Learning to manifest or create our intentions with the power of our spiritual consciousness is something that the angels are highly interested in for us, because it is a key step in our claiming of our true divine power. In video 1 of this series, we discussed one of the wisdoms that the angels want all of us to know, that we are one with the divine source and also function with the same creative power and infinite potential as the divine source. In other words, we have the power to create as God creates. And when we awaken to this truth, we can break the spell of the separate, limited self and transcend suffering and create any world we desire. So, one of the most exciting parts of working with the angels is to receive their guidance as you become a divine alchemist in training. This part of working with the angels not only helps you to manifest blessings in your life, but also takes you one step higher in raising your consciousness. Now, this leads us to the final step in the working with the angels blueprint: wisdom. One of the great blessings of working with the angels is that we become like who we spend our time with. When we work with the angels regularly, we begin to see reality as they see it. The angels have so much to share with us, and once we begin to transform our self-concept and concept of the universe, we can tap into amazing potentials. The wisdom the angels have to share with us has the power to up-level human consciousness so that we can create our very own heaven on earth. And according to the angels, they will be guiding humanity every step of the way as we learn to join them in the fully realized consciousness of love and create our heaven on earth. Pretty amazing, isn't it? This is why I believe that working with the angels is one of the most uplifting, important, and exciting things that we can do on our spiritual journey through life. Why not start tapping into your soul's amazing, infinite potential now, right? And do it with the help of some of the wisest and most loving beings in existence. All of this and so much more is going to be covered in my upcoming Discovery of Angels course. I'll teach you in depth exactly who and what the angels are, how to work with them, and thereby how to tap into your own spiritual magic so that you can co-create your heaven on earth with the angels' help. So make sure you keep your eyes open for when my Discovery of Angels course launches, because This is literally the most exciting knowledge and spiritual training that I have ever released. Now, in the next video, I'll be sharing some personal stories with you about what working with the angels looks like in real life. That way you can catch a glimpse of the magic and transformation that is possible for you. Stay tuned because you're going to love this video and hopefully receive a spark of angel inspiration to transform and uplift your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one, and know until we meet again that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye.